Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, career management class. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing?
Happy Wednesday, Miss Hargrave.
Hey, lady, how are you?
All right.
All right. Joseph say you chilly. Kenny say yo. Somebody else unmute and say hello. Good morning. Learn to communicate. Come on. It's my birthday. Hey, it's your
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Miss Hargrave.
Oh, no. I was saying it's Damien's birthday.
Oh.
Damien said it's his birthday. He was putting it in chat. But thank you. I welcome it.
Happy birthday, Damien.
Yes. Well, happy birthday, Damien. Everybody in the chat say happy birthday, Damien.
Great.
Hey, David. How are you?
I'm good. Happy birthday, Damien.
Oh, that's nice. That's right. We should tell people happy birthday. You know, I believe in giving flowers while you are living. Don't wait till I'm gone to send me a flower. I want my flowers right now. Hey, that's right. That's happy birthday. I'm gonna do the enrollment real quick. Mr. Tundra, you're not in a hurry, are you?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
We won't keep you long. We won't keep.
No, honey, you
Okay.
take all the time you need.
I like to do a guys. If you go to quizzes and do your attendance quiz, I do attendance quiz, but I still have my own paper roster. So I like to write down, make sure.
That's what I do for my Adobe class. Well,
You
I have
do?
yeah, I got Miss Adderholt. She calls the roll, and then I have the attendance quiz.
Okay.
So it's
Now,
smart to do it that way.
do you so you specialize in doing Adobe?
I do not. I specialize in getting told by Mr. Houlihan to do Adobe. That's my specialty. That's the truth.
I get you. 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 See, I understand. I know.
I've got no clue what is going on in that class, just to be honest.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Yep.
It is okay. Let's see who we got here. Guys, let me see. Oh, so Mr. Tundra, how's your morning been so far?
It's been busy, but I'm getting stuff done, so it's been good.
I know. You know, it seems like some days, you just can't get it. You can't get it done. You can do if you have 5 things, you only get like one of those things accomplished.
Yep. But you got to be thankful to get that one thing done.
Yes.
I have seen days where I have 5 things to do, and then I end up with 10. You know.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get it. When am I going to get it? You be saying this, I just don't know.
Yep.
I feel you on that. I do. Let me see. Guys, if I should happen to mark y'all absent, all y'all gotta do is say, Miss Hargrave, I was here. But don't y'all say y'all was here and y'all know y'all wasn't. Because I know y'all. Let's see.
How's this class doing turning in work, Miss Hargrave?
Not too bad. You have some little slow comers, but they do pretty good, and they're more interactive than probably this class and my third period are more interactive. My first class, I guess they still be asleep.
Gotcha. My Adobe kids, some of them, about half of them are turning in work, and the other half pretend like they hadn't seen that we have any. So
What?
yeah,
I know. But they have a presentation that some of them are going to do. Hopefully, they'll have their things and they'll be ready today to do their presentations.
Okay, good.
Okay, let me see what these chats say. And then we're gonna go. Okay, all right. Y'all, let me turn this fan on because I get hot, then I get cold. In probably about 2 seconds, I get cold again. All right, everybody. Again, happy Wednesday. We have a guest speaker. His name is Mr. Tundra. And he tell me your position, career development, what is it?
Career development coordinator.
Career development coordinator. And that fits in with our career management class. And what he's going to discuss with you today, he's going to open your eyes and enlighten you on building a resume. So he's going to teach you, and he's going to be working with you in the next couple of weeks about your building your resume. So I am going to let him take over. Yes, Adriana, he was at the Zoom meeting. One of my students came on to your career chat last
Oh,
Friday.
that's great. Yeah.
She's like, he was on the Zoom meeting.
we're gonna have more of those too. We don't have one. Yep, the Duke Energy one. Yep, we've done. So far we've done 3, and I'm working on getting them uploaded to YouTube, and I'm going to put them on the CTE website so everybody can go back and watch. So far, I've learned a lot. Like I learned a lot from, especially like the Duke Energy one. Like it was amazing to me, like all the jobs you could get through Duke Energy, and you didn't necessarily have to start off. Like you didn't have to go to A&T or Charlotte to become an engineer. You could start off at Duke Energy in a starter position, and then work your way up, and they'd help you get the education you needed to learn what you needed to do the job. Because I don't think any of them that we interviewed had an engineering degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was real interesting to me. But they were all doing definitely engineering type things. And I don't know if you heard them say, but there was they even have their own video production company for Duke Energy. Yeah, every Duke Energy commercial you see, that's their own people putting that together. So if you're interested in movies and commercials and stuff like that, you can get a job with Duke. That's really strange to me, but I thought it was cool and you can do that. So
cool. That's all right there.
Yeah, but let's see, what was it? Oh, I'm putting them all on YouTube. We're not having one this Friday. Okay. I guess I need to let everybody know since we're having a work day, so even though it's a school day. Yeah, we could have had one. I wasn't, but we got meetings on Friday, so I didn't really. It's probably good I didn't. But
are we gonna have a staff
Friday,
meeting? Are we gonna have a staff meeting?
I don't know about a staff meeting, but we got Miss Phillips. We got a CTE meeting, and with Miss Phillips and with Miss Cross. So we got 2 hours of meetings. But a week from Friday, we're going to have Mr. Holmes from Egger. Egger's a huge global company that is building they're building a giant manufacturing plant down at down on Belmont Road, right down the road from here. And it's going to be the biggest particle board manufacturing plant in the Western Hemisphere. And then what that means is basically in North and South America. I mean, it's going to be huge. And they're going to hire hundreds of people. Well, they've already started. And they have some great opportunities. A lot of people don't think, oh, I don't want to go into manufacturing. Oh, we're just sort of talking, Kenny. We're just talking about like the next career chat we're going to have. I was just giving a little update on that, but that's going to be with Michael Holmes from Egger. And I was just talking a little bit about the company and how big they are. They're just huge, and they're going to have a lot of opportunity there. And they're a good paying company. They also have apprenticeships. I don't know if y'all have heard of apprenticeships or not. But that's a great way to get college paid for and get paid while you're in school too. That's a really cool thing. And it's like, and you're guaranteed a job when you get out, as long as you do, your part. But that's a great opportunity to come out with no debt, have a good job in the area, and be with a company that you can move up with. So he's going to talk about apprenticeships as well. But that's not this Friday. It's the next Friday. So
why not this Friday?
Well, because I got meetings on Friday, so I can't have it. Thank you for asking.
Meetings, I'm bored Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll find you something to do, Andrea. Adriana, I'll find you something to do. I appreciate
that. I'll try to do a better job. Make sure we have stuff every Friday. All right. Today I'm going to talk about resumes. Do you want me to go ahead and start, Miss Hargrave?
You can.
You're going to love this. I actually threw together a PowerPoint. Yeah. Now I
Okay.
stole some of it. I ain't
But
gonna
it's
lie.
okay. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit present, and y'all let me know if it. Let me know if it doesn't work. All right. It says I'm presenting. Whoop, that's my. There we go. All right. Can y'all see this? I can't see y'all.
Yes,
Can y'all
sir.
see this? Okay, good. All right. I can't see the chat. So if y'all have any questions, Miss Hargrave, if you could tell me what they say in the chat, that'd be great. All right. This is about resume writing, obviously. And whenever you write your resume, you need to keep in mind one word. You need to make your resume sting. And what I mean by sting is you need to stand out. You need to talk about you. You need to identify yourself and your strengths. And I put no negatives. Now, I know that's a double negative, but we don't want anything negative about you on there. And this is your way to go for it. A resume is a great opportunity for you to get yourself out there on a piece of paper and show that you're a little bit better than everybody else. Whenever you go, just a little quiz. Whenever you go, give your resume to somebody, how long are they going to look at it? This is the truth right here. They're going to glance at it for 15 to 20 seconds. Or 45 seconds at the most. That's less than a minute. I mean, that's like not even barely paying attention to it. But if you don't have that, then they're definitely not going to pay attention to you, because it's got to grab their attention quick is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm saying you got 15 seconds for somebody to say, oh, I want to talk to Miss Hargrave. She sounds interesting. So why do you need it? This is basically a marketing tool for yourself. It's an advertisement for you. It's a way. It's just like a brochure. It's a pamphlet. It's a commercial. It is a way for you to get an interview at a company somewhere down the road. And most of them these days, other than beginning part-time jobs, and even part-time jobs, you want to have a resume because that just looks good. But it is definitely a requirement whenever you get to the more career jobs. Like, for instance, if you want to apply for an apprenticeship at Egger, like we just discussed, they're going to want to see a resume. Okay. Next. All right. The sections of a resume. What do you put in it? Well, in the header, you should have your name, your permanent address, your permanent present address. It's a good idea to have your mailing address as well. If you have like a P.O. box or something, it's a good idea to have that on there. You should also have your email address. Now, this is a good thing to keep in mind for email address. You do not probably want to use your Lexington City email, because I found out that y'all's emails get blocked whenever they come from outside places. Because like DCCC was blocked. And hopefully it's not blocked anymore, because I got the tech department to unblock it. But you don't want somebody to email you and you don't even know about it. They'll just think that they'll either get the kickback that it was blocked, or they'll think that you didn't respond. Okay. So you want to use your personal email. It's real easy to make one in Gmail if you haven't. And it needs to be professional too. Don't have, I don't even want to give any examples, but I've seen some bad emails from students before, and they don't even mean to, but they maybe it's like from a rap rap song or something like that, and it just doesn't sound good. Like maybe it sounds a little racy or a little too high or something like that. You don't want that to happen. You want it to be professional. Maybe your name or just your last name and some numbers, something like that. You should also have a working telephone number. If you put your resume out there, you need to answer your phone, and your voicemail doesn't need to be ring, 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 ring. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you thought I was going to answer the phone? Leave an email, leave a voicemail, sucker. You don't need a voicemail like that. It needs to be something like just something professional. Leave a number, leave a message at this number. Something like that. Nothing crazy. No crazy callback songs, ringback tones or whatever. Don't do that either. All right, where do you put that stuff? At the top of the page. That's where it goes. It's moving slow. Come on. There we go. And it should look something like that, okay? So that's real easy to see. You can even fancy it up a little bit. I know some artistic students, they'll like use different colors and things like that, different fonts. You can do that. Just make sure it looks professional. You're going to want your experience on there. You're going to want any jobs you've had. You're going to want any self-employment you've had. Like if you mow grass and stuff like that, you're going to want to put it on there. Volunteer work, you're going to want to put that on there. If you've been went on mission trips with your church, done things with your club at school, any type of that experience, you're going to want to put on there. If you do an internship or something like that with us, you're going to want to put it. You're also going to want to make sure that if you have a job, that you put on there your job title, when you were employed there. Now, when you were employed there, if you were only employed there a week because you didn't show up on time and they fired you, don't put that. Please don't put that, because that just makes you look bad. But put the company name on there and the city, because people like to see experience. You need to put the responsibilities you had at that job and use little bullet points for that. And you start each line with an action verb or a power word. I like to say power words, ones that really make you sound like you were really involved or really doing something. Like you were taking charge. That's the way you want to sound. You need to use present tense if you're currently employed. Like I'm currently maintaining 13 yards, for people. I mean, that sounds important if you're maintaining all those yards, like mowing grass. I currently not supervise. I'm currently responsible for the care of 5 children, semi-regular basis, because you're babysitting on the weekends, 5 different kids. That makes it sound important. Use past tense if you're no longer doing it, but it's still important. And you need to vary your choice of verbs. And that's kind of hard to do. And sometimes I have trouble with that. So what I mean by that is you don't want to say maintained 13 yards, maintained 5 businesses, maintained my principal's yard. You don't want to say maintained 3 times. You don't even want to use maintain more than once. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go online and Google a thesaurus, online thesaurus, words similar to or something like that. And you put in maintain and put similar words, and it'll give you a choice of a bunch of words. And that's what you need to do, sort of expand your vocabulary a little bit. I need some water. All right. Another thing you need to do, this is important too. You need to tailor your skills and experiences to the position you're applying for. So what I mean by that is you got this resume. All right. Miss Hargrave going to have you make one. Okay. You're going to make a generic one for now. Okay. Unless you know what type of job you want to get. But once you know what type of job you're going to get, you want to make everything, not everything, but a lot of the main strengths that you have, you're going to want them to apply to the type of position you're trying to get. Like, for instance, like if you're trying to get after school with the YMCA and you're trying to take care of kids, you don't want to just talk about your lawn mowing business. You want to make sure you emphasize how you work with people and how you deal with handle conflict or something like that on there. Like if you routinely help people with issues or something like that, you want to talk about childcare. Like if you look after your cousins on the weekend, your lawn mowing business is important. It shows that you have responsibility. But if you're trying to get a job with the YMCA after school care, looking after youngins, you need to make sure that you have something on there that talks about you looking after youngins or working with people, okay, to show that you can do that. You also need to try to be short, concise is what that means. But you also want to put enough detail in there so people don't have to ask a bunch of questions. Like, what's that mean? You want to have enough there they understand what you're trying to say. Well, and that's sort of like what a normal resume looks like. Like I said, you could sort of dress it up a little bit. But like, for instance, like this person was a human resources intern. They assisted with updating employee files. They screened job applicants. Whenever they worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, they trained new employees, stuff like that. So I'm going to use another example, other experience right here. Let's say you've never really had any jobs. You could put work-related experiences, and you could put on there that you were captain of the offensive line on the football team, or and then you could put you led workouts, you served as team captain, you helped resolve disputes between players. You can put stuff on there to make it sound like you have, not to make it sound, I mean, you all do have experiences in your life that apply to a job, and that you could take out into the real world, and you can market yourself, and you just got to bring attention to the good things that you've done. So you don't even have to have job experience, but you can put in job related experiences that you have. If you have job experience and awards and stuff like that, you want to put them in reverse chronological order. And what that means is the most recent ones go first and the older ones go last. Okay. So like, for example, if you're a 12th grader and you have a 4.0 GPA, you put it first. If you got a freshman science award for being most interested in science or something like that, or you would put that after the 4.0 GPA and honors chords or whatever, because that would be the most current things first. And also the most important things to your career objective, you need to put first. You're not supposed to say you're a member of something, because you want to sound like a leader. You want to sound like, even if you're not a leader, you want to make it sound like, that you were involved in a capacity that was helping out, that was doing something, not just sitting there letting everybody else do. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Spell out the organization's name. That's a good example. Like if you're part of FBLA, you're going to want to put Future Business Leaders of America. You're not going to want to just put FBLA, because a lot of times people are not familiar with what you're part of. And that's sort of one of those things that you need to discuss to make sure that they understand it is like an official thing that you're part of. Like Lexington Senior High School, you wouldn't want to put LSH. You'd want to spell out Lexington Senior High School. All right, there's an example of the resume whenever it's almost done. Let me talk about some of the things again. You want to use power words. Like I said, you want to use words that make you sound like you're really active and doing things, okay? Make you sound like you're in control. And like I said, it's a good idea to use a resume to come up with more words. Since we're talking about words, make sure if you get those little red squigglies under it in your Google Doc or Microsoft Word, that you click on that, because that means it's spelled wrong. You do not want a resume with misspelled words. Because in that 15 or 20 seconds, if they see errors, they're going to think, well, this person doesn't make sure there's no errors, because people don't want errors. Even if you're weed eating a yard, if you're weed eating a yard for somebody and they're paying you $30 and you miss a whole side of the house, like misspelling a word, they're not going to be happy about that. So that's going to look bad to them. And speaking of, like, a resume for weed eating and mowing yards, I mean, that's perfect. A resume for babysitting, that's perfect. That's why you need a resume, because you can hand it to people and they can say, it just sets you apart. It makes you look better. Like I said before, use short, concise sentences. You can use these symbols. That's a number symbol. Of course, that's a percent symbol, and everybody knows what the dollar signs are. And that way, if you like if you helped save your customers $50, on average on a yard, per month, you might want to put that on a resume, because a little old lady that needs her yard mowed, she's going to notice that you help save people money, and she's going to be happy about that. Anytime you save somebody money, you want to talk about that, because that'll help you get a job someday. You need to keep it easy to read, and don't overdo the power words where people can't understand what's going on. You need to talk to your audience. You also want to keep it about a page. I screwed up on that I didn't screw up on that, but like whenever you get as old as me and Miss Hargrave, you might end up over a page, because we got a lot of experiences. Don't use a lot of pronouns like I, me, my. You want to make it, like I said, make it active. You guys, generally, you don't want to put your references on a resume, but you guys are so young, you might want to put references on there to fill up your page. That, I don't think it's a bad thing for you guys to put references on a resume. But once you get older and you are going to college, or you're trying to get a career, like with Edgar or something like that, if you're trying to get an apprenticeship, don't use references to fill up your page. Okay. You want to use all the good things that you've done, all your skills, all your the activities you've been involved in. That's what you want to fill it up with. References, since we're talking about references, you want to use references that make you sound like you have friends outside the family. Like, normally your preacher is not a good reference, because a preacher makes it seem, preachers always, unless they preaching, and then it's, little brimstone, and sometimes they get a little negative there on how you should be acting. But generally, preachers, when they give references, they're going to talk good about you. Your football coach, your English teacher, biology teacher, your Miss Hargrave career management teacher. Teachers generally will be honest, so they're always a good reference. I've been a reference for a lot of kids over the years. You want to use somebody from your school's good. Make sure that they know they're going to be a reference for you too. So that way they answer their phone. But you don't want to use family members as a reference. That's not good. Those don't count. People in the community that you've helped, those are perfect references. Let's see. What was I going to tell you now? Don't put non-essential things on there. Like, for instance, if you don't have any work experience, don't leave work experience on there and just leave it blank. Don't do that. You don't want to lie on your resume. Don't lie. Don't put your age, your sex, your weight, any of that stuff on there. It's just, people can discriminate against you. They don't need to discriminate. They need to go based on who you are on that paper. If I put my weight on there, you might say, well, Mr. Tondrell's too big. I don't want Mr. Tondrell because he's big, or, this or that. You don't want to put that stuff on there. Let's see here. All right, that's it. If y'all need any help with resumes, I am happy to help. I think, let me exit this. I think what we're going to do is Miss Hargrave is going to, let me go back here. Stop presenting. There we go. Miss Hargrave, I think, are you going to assign this class a resume?
Yes, most definitely, yes. Because they probably need one more than my other classes because they're the career management. So they'll have a resume. They'll start early learning the importance of having a resume. So I think it really would be great for them as well. One of the students wanted to know, they want to know about, did they play football, or is there a way to word that on their resume?
Yes, I think you definitely want to put that on there. And I, it's been a long time since I've been in high school, but I know, like, whenever I put on I didn't even put it on my resume, but I put it on my job application back in the day whenever I played football. And I think that draws attention to you because that shows that you're committed to something. And also, I mean, some places it can hurt you because they might say, oh, we need somebody going to be available Monday through Friday, and this kid's, going to be practicing football. And that's fine. You don't need that job. But, like, down the road, whenever you're trying to get a job, it shows that you work hard, because everybody knows football practice is not easy. They know you sweat a lot. They know you got to work together as a team, and put all that on the resume. Like I said, put that on there. Put down if you get, have a leadership position, definitely, because that makes it, Jacob, definitely put it down there. I think it makes you, anytime you are involved in your school beyond what we make you do, that makes you look like you are, it shows good things about your character. Yeah. It does. Good questions.
Okay, so Kenny, what you was talking about, you definitely want to lie on the resume. No, you don't want to lie on your resume. What do you say? Kenny is a nice dude. He likes to crack jokes. No, you better not. Look, because if you tell a story, if you tell a story on your resume and they call you out on it and you don't know anything about what you said that you know about or know how to do, then you're going to be looking like real crazy. And they're going to say, you know what? This is not the job for you. You're not the fit, the puzzle that we've been missing. So be truthful. Be truthful.
That's the truth.
We all want to hype it up. And when you use the power words, that is giving you a level of elevation that you can use. But no, don't tell any lies now, because they'll come back to get you. I like your presentation. Will you send that to me so I can use it for my class and make sure they have everything? Yeah. And let me know. Look on your calendar and let me know when you can start meeting with my classes, like a couple of them at a time. I know in my other class I had, I think it was in Microsoft Word. A couple of them want to meet on their own, and we can schedule it. But whenever you want to meet with, say, 2 to 4 of them on Google Meet, and that way you can get done with some of them. Let me know when your available time is.
Okay.
You can meet during our class time. That is fine. They can just catch up on what they need to catch up on. So you let me know when your next available day will be.
Okay. I'll look at my calendar, and if I forget to get back to you, you
Okay.
get me it, because you know how I am. I'll forget. I'm sorry.
Miss Hargrave,
Yes.
can I put my favorite food on the resume?
No, don't put. No, don't put your favorite food now. You know what? Is there a way to word? Now me, I like to go to, say for instance, I like to go to different restaurants. So I like to try different things. Is there a way for a person who likes to something like that? And she's talking about food. Is there a way to word that on your resume, or should we not put that? Is there somewhere where we can hype it up to make it sound like, okay, we like to, say for instance, I'm not a food critic, but what can I say? I might can add it on my resume.
Well, like Kenny just said, he actually said something important. Like he said, unless you're working at McDonald's, if you are trying to apply for a position at a restaurant, or some sort of food establishment, you might want to put on there like something that food you have lots of experience with, or you talk about it from a preparation standpoint. Like for instance, like baking cakes, like a 5 flavor pound cake, like if you're trying to get a culinary job, baking a cake from scratch, like 5 flavor pound cake, that takes a lot of time. I don't know if y'all have ever had it, but it's delicious, and it is a pain to make. So it shows. You could talk about how you're good at measuring ingredients, following directions. There's so many different things you could talk about with food preparation, and you could even throw in there your favorite food if that's the type of job you're trying to get. Now, if you're trying to get a job as a lawyer, you probably don't want to put on there, I like pizza, that ain't gonna help.
That's right. Tell them. Okay. So let me see. Make sure nobody else has it. Okay. So like I said, we will get back. I'll send out something. You let me know when's your available dates. So we can get their resume going, and then I'm happy to come back and talk, because we are a career management class. There are a lot of things if you would like to come and talk with them about, that would be greatly appreciated.
All right. I'd love to come back.
Okay.
I just shared the presentation with you.
Okay. Thank you.
And we'll work on those dates.
Okay. That sounds good, and I appreciate it so much.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry I missed yesterday.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So if you have not completed the attendance quiz, please go and complete that right now. And let me see what else I would like for my lovely class to do today. Damien, did you know that person that came on? Did anybody know that person that came on? It was Jets Z. I don't know who that was. Hey, Trishan, I'm glad you got on. We had a guest speaker telling us about how to do resumes. The person that came on, first it said they're wanting to be admitted. So I hit deny. Then a minute later, they come back. I said, well, maybe somebody, because it said it was outside of our school, but I said, well, maybe somebody using somebody's email, somebody's computer. So I let them on, but something told me, I said, well, they may not be one of ours. So I just removed them out the class, because I don't know who they were. If you have not done the attendance quiz, please do the attendance quiz and let me see what we're going to do. Following directions. Who else has their presentation ready today? Did anybody not get to present? Did not get to present yesterday? The following directions presentation. Okay, Isaiah, so you are ready. All right, Isaiah, if you want to do yours, that would be greatly appreciated. Alfonso, did you do yours yesterday? I want to say yes. I know you asked me something. Alfonso, did you? Was it yesterday? Make sure. Alfonso, did you do yours yesterday? No. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna let Isaiah do his, and then if you want to do yours, that would be great. So, Alfonso, whenever, do you want to send it to me, or you can share from your screen where you're at right now? Tristan, go in quizzes. In quizzes, it's in Canvas, it says quizzes, and then you'll see attendance quiz 923. And click on that. Isaiah, are you pulling yours up?
I got it pulled up.
Okay. Okay, Isaiah, while you're trying to get your ready, I'm gonna present my screen just for a moment to show Tristan. Okay, so Tristan, you go follow my screen. Go to quizzes. Once quizzes opens up, you see it says attendance quiz 9/23/20. Open that quiz up. You got it?
Appreciate it.
All righty, anytime. Isaiah, you ready?
Yeah, do I just present my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so this is my like title screen right there. And then I put why it's important to follow directions. It is important to follow directions because they're there for a reason. It's probably the best way to do it. Plus, you should follow directions so you don't get in trouble for not following them. And then sources that provide directions, I put maps, GPS, and a compass. And then the difference between oral and written directions, because oral direction, you're talking, your written direction is with no words. And then procedures for following directions, listen carefully and ask questions and then repeat. And then examples of how I would follow directions is like one of those signs before you leave a bathroom, everyone must wash hands. I know I didn't wash my hands. Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. I want to make sure that something didn't go out. I think you did a good job. I appreciate I like how you have a good voice. I can tell that you're like everybody else. You probably don't present a lot, but you did a great job, and I just look forward to seeing more things from you. And I encourage you and everybody else, every time we have a project or presentation, that to let you know that you will be presenting your project presentation. Also use when you're doing a PowerPoint or Google Docs, I think it gives you space. It'll say speaker notes. Those are where you put your notes in that you actually will be reading. You will read your notes from there or use note cards. But I think you did a great job, and I thank you, and I look forward to seeing more from you. Alfonso, do you want to do yours? Alfonso, you want to do yours? You don't want to present yours. Do you have yours ready? You do. Okay. Alfonso, go ahead and put it up, and I will present it for you. And you, okay? I'll do it for you this time. I normally don't. But I want you to know that I want to encourage you to be able to do your own presentations. Okay? That's what you need to do. That's a part of it. When you go get into any other classes, um, when you go to college, they're going to want you to do that. Or a job may want you to present. So you're going to have to break out of your shell. But go ahead and put it up and let me do it for you, okay? Yes, Alfonso, you can send it to me. Let me check. Okay, Alfonso, I tell you what, I'll let you work on that and then I'll present it for you tomorrow, okay? So work on that, the part that you forgot, and I'll present it for you tomorrow. And what I am going to do, I think you guys have done a great job today. Make sure, let me go back at modules. Make sure that you did the attendance quiz before you leave. Also, make sure to find directions. That's about the only thing. Besides, I remember we'll get back into everything on tomorrow. But make sure you've done your test and everything and you're up to date. And I will talk with y'all guys on tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.